Welcome to the Town Creek ATV YouTube channel. Live life off-road. What's going on, world of YouTube and Facebook? How y'all? Getting into December. Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. I certainly did. It's fantastic. Made some great food. Smoked the turkey. I highly recommend it if you've never done it. Smoky one. Oh boy, the taste was just right there, bud. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of requests for stickers. That's awesome. Y'all just send me a DM on Instagram. I don't charge anything. All I ask is that when you get the stickers, you put on your rig and you send me a picture and I'll throw in the video. I got a couple I'm going to add in here towards the end of this video. Wait, do I? No, because I haven't gotten any back yet. I got one on the mail right now, though. Anyway, happy Tuesday. So, I bought and sold well over 60 bikes now. And one of the main questions I get asked every time someone comes to look at a bike that's got a snorkel on it, which is most of the ones I deal with, because the thing nowadays is to put a snorkel on your rig and take it through the water. It is what it is. It's just, I mean, you go to any ATV park, 80% of the bikes you see are going, even sport quads, they're putting snorkels on them. It's fine. Here's why, okay? If you go to look at a bike and it's got a snorkel on it, and you're scared to buy a bike with a snorkel on it, then I get ready to spend a hell of a lot of money, because they're going to ask a whole lot more for a bike that's never been snorkeled. That's just how it works. But, okay, here, for example, this is a bike I'm working on right now. I just kind of swapped the wheels and tires around, put some spacers in the back so it sticks out where it's supposed to. Did a little cleaning up. He had a busted sound bar up there. I yanked that off. He had some odds and ends. But he really did a good job detailing this bike, which I like to see a detailed bike, because then I can see everything. Nothing's hidden. Nothing's covered in mud. Everything is right there. It's fully detailed down to the armor all and all, which, guys, don't armor all your bike. Please don't armor all your bike. Just wash it, dry it. Don't armor all it. Please. It wears the plastics exponentially faster. I digress. This thing had a snorkel on it. It's a Rancher 420 four-wheel drive foot shift. If it didn't have a snorkel on it, there'd be a problem. I mean, realistically, there'd be an issue. But, guys, look at this, okay? Let me put this, I'm charging the battery. If you don't have a battery tender, get you a battery tender. Oh my God, it's fantastic. It'll charge a big battery overnight, no problem. Anyway, look at how this stuff is ran. So there's the rad relocate. There's the plug for the radiator. Very clean install. I think this is JB Fab. I think that's the name of it, JB Fab. But it's got this snorkel kit. And I like this snorkel kit because it's got a plate, so it's not shaking around everywhere. It's rock solid. It's not going to tear the plastic up. It's a good snorkel. Now, here's why I had no problem buying this bike. Sure, you can get down in here and you can clean all the mud out and you can do all that kind of stuff and you can make sure it's all clean and good and whatnot, but that's not the real thing with snorkels. If you look down here, you got the coolant reservoir. That's relocated, but still has the factory hoses and everything. And you've got the snorkel kit run over here. So let's walk over here and take a look at this snorkel. It runs right here, all PVC, which is fine. If you do it right, it's fine. But it's ran down right through there, back to the air box right here. And I like the way this guy did his. He didn't silicone it. He dielectric greased this, which I think is better because it means it's still serviceable. Anyway, down there you can see the snorkel. Okay, so it's all there. He's got all of his hose connections and everything sealed. Now, this bike, I will admit, turn this off, has a tick. Right there. Okay. But when I went and rode this thing the other night, on 30s, it would still hit 40 miles an hour. And it didn't surge, it didn't pop, it didn't try to stall. I mean, it was smooth and flawless. That brings me back full circle to how to buy a bike with a snorkel. Go drive it. I've told everyone that's been like, well, it's got a snorkel on it. I don't know. I felt the same way when I first started buying and selling bikes. Oh, it's got a snorkel on it. It's been abused. No, that's not true. There's a lot of guys out there that literally put snorkels on it just in case a hole looks good, but ain't. Because I'm the kind of guy that's like, that hole looks pretty good. I'm going to go hit it real quick. And that hole winds up being 5 feet deep. So, but once you're in, unless you got a buddy with you to pull you back out, your only choice is to keep on getting it. So a lot of snorkels are put on there just for worst case scenario situations. So, that's the whole thing about snorkels. If you go and look at a bike and it runs good and it drives good and it'll sit there and idle for 15, 20 minutes, no problems, cut it off, cut right back on, guys, the engine's fine. Okay? It could have been sank. It really could have been sank. But if it runs fine, it drives fine, send it. You're buying a bike with a snorkel. Everyone's going to tell you it's never been in water. It doesn't matter. This guy actually did. He's like, yep, it cut off on one time. Yanked it out, drained the oil, filled the oil, cleaned everything out, kept on riding. Okay, cool. I don't care. I really don't. If I have to keep this bike, no one wants to pay me what I have in it. Shucks. I got a good running Honda to take with me to Busco and Cape Fear and River Neck or whatever. I got a good running quad. Here's the thing, guys, with these stickers. Every bike I sell has my name on it. Has my name, has my YouTube channel, it's got my Facebook. I mean, it's all right there. I've sold 60 bikes and I've had two that have come back having problems. And of that 60, 45 or 50 probably had snorkels. Just is what it is. Now, this is going to be a pure talking video, and I'm sorry, and if you want to skip and move on to a different video, fine. But I felt like this needed to be addressed because everyone always asks me about snorkels. And I don't care. If it runs dry, if it runs like a quad and it rides like a quad, I'm going to send it like a quad. If it's got a snorkel, that means it's been ridden like a snorkeled bike. One thing to look out for when you're buying used bikes, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If it seems too good to be true, chances are it is. Case in point, I bought this Honda Rancher. And it was a really good deal. Came on 30s. It had a seat. It had a snorkel. It had front and rear bandit straps, right, for getting pulled out. I was like, God, that's a good deal. It was $2,000. I paid $1,800 for it. Great bike. Problem. It wouldn't idle for more than 15 minutes. At that 15-minute mark, it was dead, and you had to restart it with starter fluid. I have no idea why. Carburetor was great. Fuel system was clean. But I told the guy that bought it off me, because he texted me about it. He was like, man, this thing won't run down the road more than a mile. I was like, I don't know. Get the carb cleaned. I don't know. But it was a four-wheel drive Rancher, so I was like, for $1,800, it was a steal. Now I didn't take the guy for a ride. I made $300 on that bike because it wasn't perfect. It needed front axles. Be on the lookout for too good to be true, because you will get taken for a ride. I promise you, you'll get taken for a ride. If you go and buy this bike that I have sitting in front of me, let's say the guy's got it for sale for $2,500, there is a freaking problem. He ain't going to tell you about it, and you ain't going to find out until you done spent the money. And for guys that aren't like me, that don't do this for a living, that was all the spare cash they had. Now they're just absolutely fucked, right? So if it's too good to be true, it probably is, okay? Now on the flip side of that, you're going to have guys listing bikes like this for $7,000. They're clueless, okay? KBB's out there. I have a video on that. NADA, it's all out there. You can go on atvtrader.com and see what they're selling for. If you can go buy a new one for the price of a used one on Facebook, they're clueless and they're not really ready to sell. Be all I know of it is they're not ready to sell you the bike. So go buy a different one. For every one bike you see, there's 4 more just like it on Facebook, you know, within an hour of you. Guaranteed. Okay. Disclaimer, for something in the Midwest and all that, I'm sorry, that may not be true, but you get what I'm saying. For those of the East Coast, West Coast, South, Deep South, up North, you're going to have bikes with snorkels. Deal with it. Get used to it. Rad relocates, as long as the fan cuts on, you don't see a coolant leaking out of it. Who gives a shit? As far as I'm concerned, it gets out of the mud. You ain't got to worry about your radiator getting caked up with mud and overheating on you. It's great. Fan cuts on, it ain't leaking coolant, send it. If it's got a snorkel and it runs good and you ain't got a problem driving it, send it. If it needs wheel bearings but it still runs down the road and you know how to do a little bit of work on your own, send it. Don't be so damn stingy. Because that's what's keeping a lot of you from making the money like I'm making right now on these bikes. Straight up honest, people are stingy. Oh, it's got crushed up plastics. It's not worth the shit. False. You can buy plastics on eBay for $50 a pop. Get over it. Anyway, guys, I'm doing a lot of bitching, a lot of griping and moaning, but realistically, I'm super thankful for everything I have and for the fact that this business is going so well for me. Yes, I still work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. This is not my only job. Obviously, otherwise I'd be making videos every other day. Still got a job. So for those of you that have hit me up on YouTube, hit me up on Instagram, you know, and I've bought bikes off of subscribers. It's cool. Never thought it would happen. It's happened. It has actually happened. So for those of you that have hit me up for stickers, I got one guy waiting on a sweatshirt. Pete the merch, man. It's all on there. It's on Instagram. Go check out my Instagram. I really deeply appreciate the support. I love seeing new subscribers, and I do read every comment. I may not comment on all the comments because some of the comments don't require a comment. Straight up. Sorry. But keep watching the videos, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, and it don't cost you a dime, you ain't gotta watch all the damn videos. I don't care. Just punch the subscribe button. If you see something you like, punch the subscribe button. If you want a sticker, punch the subscribe button and shoot me a message. If you see a bike with a snorkel and it runs good, buy it. Got a rad relocate and it runs good, buy it. If it runs good and it buys good, it's a good price, buy it. If it's overpriced and overvalued and ridiculously priced and you shouldn't go buy it, don't go buy it. Be honest with you. Miles and hours don't really matter. They really don't. This one can't even see the miles. I'll do this. Brings up gas, but the button is dead. And I don't care. It runs good. It drives good. Goes through all the gears, goes in reverse, four-wheel drive works, and you got no torn axles on this one. So I'm taking take 3 on this outro. Guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. You know, I've been doing the YouTube thing for a little over a year now, and I've been buying and selling bikes for about a year and a half. And I'll tell you, if someone had told me 4 or 5, hell, when I was talking to my mom when I was like 6 years old, telling her I was going to have ATVs and big trucks and this, that, and the other, and she said, you better make a lot of money, I never would have thought that I'd make my money doing something I deeply, deeply enjoy. And I really do. Buying and selling bikes, you know, the buying and selling part can get overwhelming at times. Facebook Marketplace is not a fun place to hang around in, but I still get tingles when I buy a bike, and that tells me to keep on doing it. If you still get the tingles when you're buying and selling, you know you need to just keep on after it. And if it's profitable for you, then by God, you're doing something right. I sincerely appreciate all the support. We're rolling up on 500 subscribers, and you know, I don't push my merch. I have it. I have merch for my stuff. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to hide it. If you want to rep TCATV, shoot me a message. I'll get you some stuff. If you want to shout me out on your channels, if you've got a big social media support, I'll gladly accept the support. But I'm not out here doing it for money. Guys, this is just for me to look back on when I can't do this anymore and say, shit, that was fun. That was a good time. I'm glad I did all that. I'm glad I spent my money on tools and all that kind of stuff and kept myself clean, except for a few beers here and there. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it. I hope you have happy holidays, and thanks to those of you who have subscribed And I hope for my Christmas present this year, it's all I want. So for those of you who are watching and not subscribed, just hit that subscribe button. It's a free gift to me. It's a free gift. You ain't gotta hit the bell. You can leave the bell alone. If you don't want to get notifications, it's all on you. That's fine. But if you're not subscribed and you're watching my videos, just hit that subscribe button. I would mean the world to me. You know, it's like everyone says. It's very true. If I can ever get to the point where I can monetize this channel, guys, that every dollar I spend or every dollar I make from YouTube is going to go to this channel. It's going to go to parts. It's going to go to shop supplies. It's going to go to tools and other bikes, and maybe I'll be able to get involved in the mud racing and going to you know, competition, stuff like that. But that can only happen if you guys subscribe. And I'm not pushing it. I'm just telling you exactly how it's going to work. And be a good Christmas present to me if you go ahead and punch that subscribe button for me. Like my videos. Comment if you feel. Hit me up on Instagram if you want some stuff. I got it. I'm going to keep on ordering it. Mom and Dad rep my stuff. My brother has my stuff. My buddy across the street wears my stuff. It's all free to them. So if you want a sticker, hit me up. I'll send you one, no charge. If you want a shirt or a sweatshirt, I'll let you know how much they cost, because I got to buy them too. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Peace.